So now this match, it's, in my opinion, if you know how to escape Ganajin, then in this match, then you'll definitely be able to beat Yun, no matter what. Because without Ganajin, Yang is obviously the better character for for every reason, So aside from that, like if you can take away Ganajin from a good Yun, then you have nothing to worry about. So, and that's just speaking in general too. So if you're playing like Ken, Chun-Li, whatever, Makoto, Alex, if you know how to block, a good Ganajin, then you don't have to worry about Yun at all, because that's all he needs. That's all he needs to win, and that's one of the reasons why he's top tier. I mean, even though his other normals are really good, like he's a fast character. But Ganajin is what really tips the balance in his favor. So for example, if he's like in Ganajin right now, you can do something like that. And see, because even if you block it and you catch a command grab, the most you're gonna get from it is like a good chunk of life. But if you think about it, that actually beats getting full damage from a Ganajin. And plus the meter that they get from the end of it is like it's the same thing. So it's better to take a lesser combo, like in terms of damage, than to just take the full thing. So either way, they're still getting their meter back, but at the end of the day, what matters is how much health you have to survive. So you really want to make sure that you just and because with Yang, he can just he can just backdash for like forever. He can teleport out of everything. He can dive kick, and then he can slash too. That slows him down. So if you really have to think about it in terms of like time. So with Yun's Ganajin, he has like a good chunk of I forgot how long it is. Well, actually, let's find out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about 6 to 7 seconds. And if you can take out at least 3 or 2, then that's more than enough for you to survive. So if you can block a good chunk of it, then you're fine. So aside from that, there's nothing else. I mean, there's his there's that, but I mean that's his 1, 2, 3 chain combo. That's not really doing anything. It's a free rep parry. Oops. But there's that, and what else does he have? Oh, most young players like to do low forward into shoulder. That's even worse. that's an even bigger free parry. See? Could you just wait a little bit and then just. And it's as simple as that. Once you take away the things that they can connect into Ganajin, then this matchup is it's free. It's not that hard. It's not as difficult as people make it seem to be. So I mean you can come across some people who are Yun is the worst character because he has Ganajin and stuff like that. But in all reality, if you're a good third strike player, if you think about it, then it just comes down to how much time you waste. It's like a power up in Super Mario or something. It's like something like that. So if you can just take away that time and properly know your character's normals to stop it, then you'll be fine. I mean there's nothing else to worry about. So the one thing that you shouldn't do though, as any other player, do not Unless they're really predictable, do not guess at all. Do not guess against Ganagin. Like, if you want to guess parry, like, do that any other time. But you never want to do that against Ganagin. So, reason being is because, you know, if you do that at the last minute, then you get a good chunk of damage, and it's like, everything comes back to the way it was. So, you know, it's better to just block everything and, you know, not take any damage at all. So, here's one thing that, another thing is, like at this point, if a young player was to see you, like, you know, block the majority of their pressure, like this, after a certain time they'll look for a command grab right there. And you know, that's one of the things you have to look for too. So, and right there, that's all his Ganagin, and he didn't do any damage to you. So that's just one example that you can do. And simple as that. Like, this is simple to take that out. So I mean, it just depends on how you read Ganagin. So if you can read it properly, then you'll be fine. So, you know, you have to see like how much meter they have. So for example, if they have up to, well, you can't really see it, but up to right there, if they have that much meter, they're definitely gonna go into a command grab if they haven't touched you yet. So they were going to a command grab, you know, into the dragon kicks, and then into shoulder, into whatever. And you know, you really have to read that properly if, you know, if you want to reduce the amount of damage you get, or escape it for that matter. So just little things like that is what really matters in this matchup. So yeah, that's